to 5 minutes of making a video. And then
They need a neuroscientist.
I mean, I am on call right now, so
Urgent.
Stanford might need me right now. Okay, so let's just go through this one more time. This is how I want you to practice this. So first of all, get your metronome going. Bop, 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 bop. I don't know what speed that is, but it's not very fast. And that's going to be your 8th note. And if you look at measure 5 here, this is where we're going to start. Just with the left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's very, very slow. I need you to practice the right hand because this is the difficult part. I mean, always anyway when you practice, but especially here. The same exact fingering every time. Try to get the same rhythm. We're working on that pathway right now. So you're going to start with your pinky on C and then that. So we're going to do, again, if you look at it, you have an 8th note, which is 1 beat, then a 16th note triplet, that's called. So all 3 of those notes fit in the next beat, and then the 3rd beat is an 8th note, 4th beat is an 8th note, okay? So it's really learning to identify that, the spatial relationship there. So if you got your metronome going, I want you to just with your right hand, ba, 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 ba. Nice and light, nice and loose. It's easy. Once you have the pathway down, it's easy to put any kind of inflection. It's easy to make it loud or soft or whatever, or fast or slow. So da 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 bum bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same fingering. Ba 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, be able to do that. Nice and slow, nice and relaxed, and precise. Then the next one, the next 4 beats there, you can see that there is a tied note, but we're going to, for training purposes, we're going to say rest until you put them all together, and then you can say hold. But we're going to say rest right now. So you're going to go rest, da 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 bum, bum, rest, rest. Right, and then the next, again, we're going to say rest, rest, ba, 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 bum, rest, rest. And the last one, rest, rest. So get all those down, then put them together. Rest, rest, rest. Okay? And then, actually, try it this way too. Use the hold. 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 Okay? Be able to do it both ways. And then when we put the hands together, that has to be super solid, by the way. Not even think about it, just sprinting down the path. Now, when we put the hands together, it's important to realize how much space there is between notes in the left hand. Again, we're going to do the first half of the measure 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to do that. It's just 2 notes, F and then C, but there's this huge gap in between. 2, 3, bam, right? And in that time, all the quick stuff is going to happen in your right hand. Perfect fingering again. Bop, 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 bum, bum. So all that stuff. We're only playing the left hand on the first and the last beat, but it still has to be perfect time with that metronome. 2, 3, 4. Bop, 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 bum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give yourself 4 beats to regroup between each of those, because you got to reset your brain and fire. 1, 2, think about 3, 4. Think about what you're doing. 3, 4. Okay. Then we go to the next 4 beats. We didn't do this yet, but we're gonna do it right now. Since the first way we're doing this is resting with the right hand, you're gonna rest with your right hand. But your left hand, you're playing the C again. Again, we're the last half of the measure 5 here. It goes the opposite. You go rest, rest. So C to F this time.
Okay.
Rest, rest. And this part. Right. So we're gonna go, instead of just rest, we're playing a C with the left hand. So you go, but still waiting for the F for the last note here. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. 1, and keep that triplet nice and good. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Ka-ka-ka-ka. Very important. Etc. So then the next, might as well do the next one on measure 6. It's going to be another one of these. F, rest, rest, C. And now we're down here. So rest, ba 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 bum, ba. So the rest is going to be your F. Da 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 bum, bum. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom. Okay? So these are puzzle pieces, painstakingly put together. Once you can do each of them, I think once you get in the groove of it, so to speak, you'll be cooking through it, because it's the same rhythm. Mm-hmm. It's just getting your hands to do the right notes. So once you can do each of them individually, a few times, and then try to put the whole thing together. 2, 3, 4. And the hardest thing is getting. You probably should practice that transition again. Come to think of it, just do that. Okay. And then practice with the hold as well. So I'm holding this note and playing this note twice. That is a mind fuck. It seems like not that big a deal, but it's gonna really mess with you. Bum, bum. Because when you can do that, you're really thinking 2 things at the same. That's why I always say hold or rest or whatever, because it's sending another signal to your hand. Don't fucking move. Hold it, because you're sending 2 signals here. You're going. You're telling your right hand not to move, and you're telling your left hand. So there's 2 signals coming out. Mm-hmm. And one of them is don't move. I know it doesn't sound like a signal, but that's a signal. Yeah. Trust me. Hold on. And that's why I like to do this with rests first, because it's less to think about. Mm-hmm. If you can do it like this. Somehow it's easier to think about. So get that down and then do the whole thing.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.